Stadium, where they have been pawing the hog since early in the morning in anticipation of this showdown we have coming. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Auburn Tigers taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. Here he comes with the return. So Arkansas's offense will have the football first. And David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Nah, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense. And he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think... Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Man, does it get any better than that? Creating a turnover on the very first play of the game. You talk about doing this all week, and you talk about we can beat this team. We're going to go out there and execute. And to do it, the first...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Here's the pressure. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
This quarterback feels like he's spiraling a little bit right now. Of course, he threw the pick on the last drive. That last throw should have been picked up. Thanks to the defender dropping it, the offense is still on the field. And if you're this quarterback, you've got to settle yourself down. You better do it quickly.
Looking to throw, it's Green. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the quick shuffle pass. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Under pressure and down he goes at the 33.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, 2nd and 3rd and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss, because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So they had a a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off-play action on first down. Time to take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. So now it's second and long. Gives it on the option. Got the first down and more. Turning it on. Touchdown, Arkansas. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whooping.
Woo pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board. They are going nuts.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Got the quick completion. Oh, what a move to get room.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Frazier. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands.
Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you could...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Green. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
Really nice timing on that out route there. Good anticipation by the QB, getting it out on time. And how about the receiver securing the catch, tapping the toes before he went out of bounds?
Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Fayetteville. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Razorback Stadium.
They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Rides to back and leaves it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to throw again. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen to try...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Tigers! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender?
And it's blocked. He's got it, and he can go with it. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Delivers the stiff arm. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Man, and that wasn't a miss by much. And listen, as a quarterback, you don't want to miss inside. That's for sure where the danger is, but it leads him just a little bit too far out of bounds.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Under fire. With the catch, it's Singleton. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get...
And the quarterback goes down. The sack. The heat was too much. There are penalty markers down, but I think it's against the offense. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working. They'll back up after the holding penalty. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here's a throw downfield late. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Great place to start for this offense. They want that clock to run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Runs through the tackle. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Green. Finds his big tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he uses the old bank shot to knock it off the left upright and get it through somehow. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They took the 3 on that last possession, and now they'll try to get it back on the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
To the air on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.